Good day, my name is John Offem, and today I'm going to present our integrated dual knowledge-based drug-to-drug interaction platform architecture. And this system combines two evidence layers. So one, we have the DD inter-knowledge base, which provides fundamental interaction evidence for pairwise regimen level analysis, as well as the HDDI human in the loop review base, where researchers submit high order interactions, candidate and clinicians validate them through a structured review process, whereby they can give escalations and final adjustments. Now, in this demonstration, I'll first show how researchers submit an HDD for review, and then I'm going to show how clinicians in the loop do their final reviews, and then finally, I'm going to show how these multiple drug regimen are being checked, and then we'll see what we get as responses. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and first of all, I'm going to log in because the system has a login interface where researchers as well as clinicians can log in to be able to access their dashboard to perform their various tasks. So I already have created a clinician and a research user right here. So I'm going to log in first as a researcher. So when I log in, I come right here to review. This is a dashboard for a researcher. We have a couple of informations right here. As a researcher can see what is awaiting reviews, what has been accepted, what has been rejected, as well as, total reviews and all that information right here. So I'm going to just go ahead and create, um, I'm going to create this particular interaction. So for this one, I'm going to use right here warfarin. I'm going to use aspirin. I'm going to use ibuprofen. I'll add one more drug. Say lisinopril. And I would click on next. So here we have information for different matrices. As you can see, these are, based off of here we have interaction severity to show what the severity of this interaction that was, found was. So I'm going to put high. For here we have different domains. I'll select anticoagulants. For the FDI rule, I'm just going to give a random number right here as well. I'm going to give you a random number. For these, I'll give a random number as well as the CI upper, I'll give a random number. Then these are like the research sources. I'm just going to use this as well. And then I would click on the next to provide the dashboard for providing the alternative drug. So for the alternative drug here combination, I'm going to provide this. So for this demo, I'm just going to use two of these alternatives. And then I'm going to provide the p-value for the alternative as well as the risk level. So I'm going to use a low risk level right here for the alternative. And then I'm going to add that alternative and click next. So here we get to see all the, we're able to review to see everything we have done on this step, right from stage 1, step 1 to step 4. And then we're able to submit our interaction. So you can see the HDDI interaction created successfully. So I'm going to quickly jump over right here, logouts, log in again as a clinician in the loop this time. So I'll log in and you see that we have the clinician in the loop dashboard right here. So as you can see right here, this is what we just provided here. We have some information right here. So research submission, clinical trial, finalized decision, as well as governance. So a clinician can come right here, select on the review queue here on what to review, and he sees all the information right here that was created based off of the researcher, and then they can decide to maybe accept this or reject this. It depends on what they feel what they feel like doing. So a clinician can decide to say, okay, this alternative is okay. This interaction, this drug-to-drug interaction that is of high risk is accepted. So I can say always accepted, and then I would accept, and then I would drop a clinician can drop a clinician review. Um, this is the demo data right here just to show clinician notes, as well as a clinician can select the confidence level in which they are making this review, maybe high, low, or medium, and they can flag either required monitoring, contradicted, those adjustment alternatives available, or needs specialists. So these are all different metrics that can be provided by a clinician upon review, and then it's either you can mark this as a final decision or just go ahead to submit. So for here, I'll just mark this as a final decision. So I submit review. So this of course goes right back to the review queue for the researchers to see at the end of the day what has been reviewed and what has not been reviewed. But at the end of the day, we can see that this system already has two knowledge bases, which of course we have this one, which is the clinician in the loop, as well as the researchers providing information, and which we use as a guardrail, one of our guardrails for providing responses to our LLMs. And then of course we have the DD Inter, which we have about 222,238 drug-to-drug interactions already provided, which we have on our backend as a database system, again, which is another source for providing our responses. So I'll go ahead right now and do this check. I'll go and check, I'll analyze this multi-drug regimen to see what our responses are able to get at the end of the day. So for this, I'm going to use, let's say, warfarin as number one. I'm going to use aspirin again as number two. I'll add the third drug. I'll add a fourth drug. I'll add another drug, metformin, as our fifth drug. So this system is able to, for now, analyze up to 10 different drug regimen. So for demo purposes, I'm going to use just 5 right now. And then for context, so it's optional. A patient can either add context to their regimen check. Let's say maybe I'm a 65-year-old with atrial fibrillation and type 2 diabetes. So this can be an optional, so I'm going to check this. Let's our system analyze and give us a response. So the LLM is analyzing using the created responses both from the DD Inter as well as the knowledge base we have locally from the clinicians in the loop review, as well as the researchers input to provide a final decision that is stable, based off of those two knowledge bases and accurate. Okay, so we have a summary. As you can see right here, we have the regimen. We can see all the drugs we are putting on the regimen for checks, and we can see that it's a major risk interaction. We have different information right here, it's just like as the verdict, which is not recommended. We have the overall regimen risk. We have the summary right here, which is unsafe. We have the key findings information. We have the clinical recommendations, and then note on alternatives. So it says alternatives to ibuprofen should be considered to mitigate bleeding risk. So here we can see we have the IODA information as well. We have the mechanism. Right here we have the emergent side effects. We have the key concerns. see all the information for an alternative combination. So here we see that we have alternative one, alternative two. For the alternative one, we can see that we were given this alternative as a combination as regards to this combination we initially provided. So it says here just remove aspirin and ibuprofen to reduce bleeding risk and avoid an SIAD-related gastrointestinal issue and replace that with Durell. So these are just alternatives that are, you see, this is a moderate risk alternative, and this is alternative two, which is as well a moderate risk alternative. So this at the end is just to show you how the pairwise interaction checked to able to give us our final responses. We can see we have aspirin plus warfarin, which was a major detection. We have the warfarin and ibuprofen, as well as many more of all the interaction combination to give us the final interaction check that we're able to find right here. So this is what the system does. It uses both the knowledge base as well as the DD inter to provide us with a grounded responses based off of the regimen checks right here. So thank you for watching.